supposed to have to do with all that? Anytime you're being known, you're supposed to have something to do with it. Well, Mr. Homo, US 100, what do you have to do with it? You're out here trying to give us the public the same thing. A partial census, that's an implication. What does he have to do with it? Implication. To say that I have his disease and his daddy's disease. And, I'm trying to enable him, to provide the ultimate justified truth. You know what I mean? What could be better than a closer holding a camera, pulling an instant age test off a shelf, and do it on camera to do it. I can't think of any better way to corroborate and support his words. Can you, Mr. US1? Well, the majority of what you said, somebody was keying up from your side, so it was kind of hard to understand. I only have bits and pieces. Okay, well, live your life on bits and pieces. I'm sorry, I refuse to talk to bona fide homosexuals. I'm not quiet. Let's see if you got bits and pieces of that. To be a Italian junkie with AIDS. To be a Italian junkie with AIDS.
You know the problem, 201? US 1? The problem with junkies, the problem with crackheads is that they're in denial. They want to blame other people for their issues. They want to blame society for their drug abuse, for their drug situation, for their crack cocaine situation. He wants to point fingers at you and me. He wants to blame society for the bad choices he made, using unprotected sex with big black men, for using crack, for shooting up heroin over the years. Now he gets AIDS. He admits that he has it because he has nothing to lose. Those are his own words. And then he's going to talk about you, talk about me, that we're losers, that we're crackheads like him. Richie, come clean, you junkie man. Richie, you monkey man. Ask for forgiveness, man. And your daddy may come for you sooner than later. Yeah, the only crack you're gonna hear is the crack in your head when it hits the ground. It's sad, man. It's really sad. You see what happens, ladies and gentlemen? You see what happens when you take crack all those years? That's what happened. Just listen to Richie. There's a typical junkie in denial, blaming society for his drug use. Yeah, dog, yeah, I used to be this, I used to be that. I have 4 badges, I married Sade. Oh, Richie. Your psychosis got the better of you. Now AIDS is gonna take you down, man. We all knew your drug addiction, your heavy marijuana consumption is due to you an ailment, and now you came clean. You admit it. You're a lying junkie with nothing to lose. You got AIDS. Shame on you, Richard. There's an old saying, US 1, there's an old saying. You sleep in the bed now you gotta live in it. Richard slept with a lot of big black men. Richard loves big black men. He even says it in his video. He admits it when his mother walked in and she goes, "Damn it, Mom, you caught me." Now she knows. And he admit that he's a homosexual. That's years ago she caught him. All right? All that sleeping with black men, it doesn't matter what color they are. But Richie admits he used to go around the village striking conversations with homos with dick busting out their belly. Those are all his words. All his words. Then he's singing My Lucky Boyfriend 2206. He's singing to the man. How sick is that? Then he's in denial that these are not his words. Richie. Get on your knees and beg for forgiveness, Richie, because the talk is ticking, tick-tock. Tick tock. Oh man, what you gonna do, Richard, when the Reaper comes for you?
I just think that, you know what I think? I think that's why he got married, to cover his tracks. And when Debbie knew what was going on, she beat him up. Richie beat Debbie, and Debbie couldn't take it no more, and that's why she had to complain and they locked him up.
He never got married. Get that clear. US one. Richie never married anyone. Richie doesn't have the capability to get married. Richie was only dating Debbie. All right. Richie got caught with April Hole, a fellow crackhead like himself. They got busted in New Jersey for possession of cocaine, crack cocaine. It's all in the police documents. All right. Richie married? Richie can't get married. First of all, Richie was shortchanged in life. He has baby stubby fingers. He has a little baby body. He looks like a little mini-me. All right? And then he was cursed with the baby mushroom, of all things, insult to injury. And then he talks about, that he was this, that, and that. The guy's a delusional little monkey man. Listen to him. Now we got Michael Pellegrino out there jumping on Richie's dick over there. Look at that, Michael Pellegrino. He's another fag. You got Michael Action over there, another fag. No one's talking to him. He needs to mind his business. No one's out there saying anything about that loser. He wants to come on 19 because he hears my voice. He's another delusional crackhead. He's another fag boy on my dick. All right, we don't go to 40, fuck with him. But look, Michael Pellegrino's over here on my Bozak now. Listen, it's all in my video. Yeah, he's scared of Johnny Iron Man because Johnny Iron Man will whip his ass. All right, Michael Pellegrino, a.k.a. Michael Non-Action, is another fucking loser. He's out there sweating my ballsack, man, because he knows damn well he can't go on 31 because Iron Man will whip his ass. He's another coward. All right, Michael Pellegrino is on Richie's dick. Hey, Michael, I hope you're gonna bring Richie flowers, man, because he had just admitted that he has AIDS. Come on, Axe. So here, this Axe. What's this? Come on, Axe. Yeah, give him some flowers, man, because he only got about 6 months to a year. Yeah, now I don't work. Wait a minute. I thought I was a janitor. I thought I pushed a broom. Now I don't work. You see how these lying monkey junkies, how they make up stories? That's a Mr. Mom over there. That's a Mr. Mom. He forget about it. He has to do the dishes. He has to do the chores around the house. That's a bitch, man. That's a real, what you call a bitch, man. He's one of those golden girls. That's a typical envious piece of shit, that guy, Michael Non-Action, Michael Pellegrino. That's an envious piece of shit. He looks at what other men are doing. No one's talking about that fag. He comes here, he's sweating my Bozak, just like Crackhead 127. Now he feels that being that Richie came clean and says he's a lying junkie with nothing to lose, that Richie has AIDS. Now Michael Pellegrino wants to come to Richie's rescue, man. But you know what? Hey, Pellegrino, it's too late for that, man, because the man already admitted that he's dying of AIDS. So go back to 40, Pellegrino. No one's talking to you. No one's asking about you. Get the fuck out of here, you lying bitch. You're another loser. Oh, now I'm living with a 400-pound. I thought it was 300-pound. You see how these grown-ass men have nothing better to do but make up stories about someone they never met or never seen? That's what you call an envious cocksucker. But it's all right. It's all right, loser, because we all know that you have no use of your little pee-pee there, because you have erectile dysfunction, man. That's why you're taking all that medication. That's not going to help you, Pellegrino. That's not going to help you, Pellegrino, because you're not even the man of the house. You never were, never will be. He thinks by getting a sonar, yeah, let me get another radio. I'm going to get a bigger amplifier. Your wife don't give a shit about radios. She wants a man that's going to pleasure her. What a piece of shit, man. You see how this guy comes on this channel? No one's talking about Michael Pellegrino, Michael Non-Action, yet he comes on this channel sweating my Bozak. That's another obsessed homosexual. You gotta love this shit. And it's funny because they claim he doesn't hear me. He claims that I don't have a carrier, yet I'm all up in his radio, hitting that fucking meter all the way to the right. You gotta love it. With a stock radio, of all things. A stock General Stonewall Jackson. You gotta love it. You can't make this shit up.
Oh no, Mike. Mike, you don't know what scared or baseball is until your Cadillac, the last car out of the 5, pulls onto that compound this weekend. Mike, you don't know what scared, but
Blah, 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 look, he's stuttering.
Yo, Dave, and your caddy is going to be the last car that pulls onto the scene. Watch what happens after that.
Who's pulling onto a compound? What do I live in a compound now? Oh man, now Richie's saying I live in a mansion. That's good, Richard. Make up another one. I love it.
This weekend. Remind him
This weekend, he's gonna pull up into a compound. What compound is this?
this is going to be the last car that's going to show up with that key out. So we need you to be looking for it so we can see the chain or the arm going for you. Keep in mind, Mike's caddy is going to be the last one. Probably going to get there around 11:30.
Richie, why you always throwing men in front of you? Why do you always have to have men fight your battles, you bitch? Huh? You notice that with Richie? We, where? He always uses we, he always uses where, we are. What about you? What about the word, the letter I, Richie? Richie, always having men in front of him because he can't fight his battles, because he's dying of AIDS. And he has nothing to lose. But we'll all say a prayer for that lying junkie. We're all going to say a prayer for him. Well, I hope you all go to his wake, man, because Richie's dying of AIDS, man. He just admitted it, and I hope you guys out there remember bring a pack of K2, man, because that's what he would like. That's what I'm gonna bring to his funeral, man. A couple of packs of K2. You know, it's sad, man. It's sad that he came clean, but you know what? It is what it is. That's what a giant junkie does, man. He pleads in cops, you know. But Richard, it's all good, dog. You know, that you came clean. Now we know you're a giant junkie dying of AIDS, man. It's all good, man. Hey, you did what you did. For whatever reason you did it. And now you got to pay the price, man. You got to come clean. It's good, man. It's all good, man. At least he's coming clean. You know, I got to respect that. Richie admitted on public radio that he's dying of AIDS, man. That's all good, man. I mean, it's not good that he has AIDS, but it's good that he's coming clean. Play it again, Sam.
Keep that in mind. Saturday? Yeah, the fourth. The fourth. That's when the awards. That's when the awards break this morning. No matter which way I turn, get the person in the yard. Nah, we're talking about the Long Island. We're trying to get to that one too, but I know I definitely should be here. I'm calling the sun, and the sun is winning. I'm on my way back now to the Cadillac. He's at the awards. Come on. I might as well stay my ass up here. Shit. Well, you know, that's a golden opportunity for Mr. Enforcer to show up with a shield in today's test. He gets to show the guys the world on camera that what he says is true.
I'm not the one that's saying I'm dying of AIDS, that I got nothing to lose. Richie's saying that. Richie has admitted on radio that he's a dying junkie, dying of AIDS. It's in his own words, man. I'm not making up a rumor. Listen to his own words. A man's admitting it. He's coming clean. Then he's in denial because he's like, oh shit, what did I say? Now he's trying to flip the script and saying it was someone else that said it. It's in his own words. You gotta love it.
I'll be right back, dude. I got one out front. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Help us too.
You gotta feel bad for the junkie, man. But maybe not. Maybe you shouldn't feel bad because those are decisions he made. Now he gotta live with them. That's what he said when he found out he got AIDS. He goes, uh-oh, oh shit, uh-oh. Now he admitted he's a dying junkie, dying of AIDS. And he goes, uh-oh. It's too late now. Now you got to pay the piper. It's a shame. That's what happens when you do shooting up with dirty needles and having all that unprotected sex with men. This is the outcome, Richard. Is a giant junkie dying with AIDS. Oh my goodness, Richie. You been a naughty homosexual. Look, he's stuttering. I got him trembling now. He got him all shook and trembling and jumping for joy, man. He don't know what to do. He don't know if he should shake, rattle, and roll.
There should be nothing else there but one piece of wire.
I told a junkie. Well, he'll try to change the subject, US One. He'll try to change the subject because he doesn't want people to think badly of him. But you know, in the moment of forgiveness, he must have been talking to God, because he came out clean and says, now he knows what it feels like to be a dying junkie, dying with AIDS, and he has nothing to lose, because he was probably praying at the time. And you know, if that's what he feels, man, that's good. You know, it's good that he's comes clean and he asks his daddy for forgiveness. But you know what? You got to pay the piper, man. Listen, we all make choices in life, some good, some bad. Richard made choices. He wanted to sleep with big black men. Over the years, he got caught, and when he went to prison for 5 years for attempted murder on his ex-girlfriend Debbie, they raped him in jail. And that was it, man. Unprotected, man. They forget about it. He was a Maytag. They pushed this shit in, unprotected, and now he's crying to the piper, man. Now he's crying that he didn't say it, that it was all docket. It's not cut up, Richard. Those are your words, Richard. Richie had to come clean and admitted that he's dying of AIDS. There's another guy on Richie's dick, man. You see, Richie got a lot of cheerleaders. Because they feel sorry for the junkie, man. It's all good though, man. You could feel sorry for him, but don't defend him. Don't jump in front of him. He made those decisions. He made decisions of using drugs all his life. He made decisions of having unprotected sex with men. That's his business. But you know what? He has to come clean, and he finally came clean. He knows what it is to be a dying junkie, dying of AIDS. It's in his own words. So let the man come clean and let Richie just live the rest of his life in denial. See, not me, man. I'd rather pull him out. I'd rather pull him out the closet and make him come clean, because when he has to meet his maker, he can't lie to his maker. He can't lie to his daddy. Richie, man, come clean, because the clock is ticking, dog.
Yeah,
But we'll say a prayer for him because, you know, I don't wish that disease on anyone. So we're all going to say a prayer for Richard.
That's the clock, don't we?
We're all going to say a prayer for that junkie monkey, you know, because I don't wish that on anyone. I'll give Richard some airtime so you can hear that dying junkie.
Richie, I'm gonna have you in prayer every day.
Don't forget, Richie, the next time you with your boyfriend, tell him put a rubber on so you don't contaminate him.
Which rehab clinic you volunteer at? He's so concerned with people doing drugs. Which rehab?
That's a shame, though, man. It's a shame. You know, you hate to see junkies contract AIDS, but you know what? It is what it is, man. You make bad decisions in this world. You make bad decisions in life, it's gonna bite you right on your butt, man. Richie, you should have used protection, dog. You should have stopped plunging that needle in your arm all those years, dog. But you got to take responsibility, man. There's a whole bunch of people in prison just like you, Richie, saying, oh, it was the man. The man put me here. No, the only one that gave you that virus was you, Richard. You gave yourself that. Don't blame society. Don't blame Enforcer for your diseases. Don't blame Enforcer for your drug addiction and for your psychosis. That's your fault, man. You notice that US1? Every time he contracts something or he has something fucked up about him, he blames the Enforcer. Don't blame me because I got you to come clean, dog. That's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Before he was blaming you and blaming me, and I still don't know what I did.
Well, you know what it is, US1? I'll tell you what it is. It's denial, man. It's denial. You got a whole bunch of people incarcerated, and who they blame? They blame the man. They blame society. You got to take a responsibility for what you do. If you get caught selling dope and selling drugs, you get caught robbing, stealing, killing, and then they roll up on you and they put the cuffs on you, you got to say, damn it, I fucked up. But Richie blames the other person. When Richie got locked up on multiple occasions, he tried to flip it on the cops and saying, hey, dog, I'm undercover. All right, get against the wall. You have a right to remain silent. But, dog, I got 4 badges. I smoke marijuana with Bill Clinton in the Oval Office. They don't want to hear that shit. They just threw him against the car, took Richie and April Hole for drug possession, crack cocaine possession in New Jersey. It's all in his arrest record, man. Oh, Richie. Just go on my one of my YouTube videos. Richie got put on blast. You hear all the information about Richie's arrest record by the Birdman. And that's only a fraction what's going to be put out there. Live video. Oh, man, video of Richie smoking crack at 194 Utica. Oh, we got a lot of juicy stuff to come. Just stand by and you'll see all the good shit we got on Cracky 127. Lord have mercy.
I ain't got no clue here, Robert, guys. What are you trying to say about that video that's not so wide? Look at him trying to...
It's a shame, man. It's a shame how this junkie is in denial, man. He comes clean. He finally came clean and said that he's a dying junkie, dying of AIDS. And then he tries to retract it. But Richie, you can't retract what you said, man. You claim, or you actually made a true statement about yourself for once, that you're a dying junkie dying with AIDS. And now you try to retract it, saying that it was fabricated, it was sliced and diced, or whatever you want to say. Hey, you can spin doctor all you want, Richard. You can backpedal, but you know what? You made the statement that you're a dying junkie, dying of AIDS. We all hear it in your voice. You sing in a 206. My boyfriend, my lucky boyfriend, we all heard that. We all hear you in your own words saying, used to go run around the village striking up conversation with homos with dick busting out their belly. These are your words, Richard. So stop it, Richard. These are your words. No one's making rumors. These are your words. Your mouth is your worst enemy. Now deal with the consequences, Richard. You know, like Beretta used to say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. Don't go to bed with that price on your head. Keep your eye on Enforcer. In it.
Not that with him, you know what I mean? His lips weren't faster than
You gotta love this shit. You can't make it up, man.
body. This is way better than TV. The Rock.
You know what I mean? US1, you can't make this shit up, man.
Beautiful. Yes, good. Oh, shit. Hey, Beretta. That's the name I haven't heard in a long time. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm waiting for the song to go together.
It's a shame, but it is what it is, US1. It is what it is. Richie came clean. He's dying of AIDS, man. You know, I don't wish that on anyone. Let's get that clear, man. I'm not making light of what Richie admitted to, what Richie has, what he admitted to having. I don't wish that on my worst enemy, man. That's a fucked up disease to contract. But you know what? He played with fire all those years and finally got burnt, man. Now he has to deal with it. He has to pay the piper.
You want a stock mic, a handheld power mic, a brand new package-based mic? What do you want?
He has to pay the piper, man. It is what it is. Richard, he played and now he played and now he's got to pay. He played and now he has to pay. That's what happens to junkie monkeys. That's what happens to junkie monkeys that play with fire. They get burnt. We told that junkie boy, that monkey man, that he has to pay now. I want everybody to say a prayer for Richie 127 because he has admitted that he's HIV positive. Pray for that man. Everyone pray for Richard 127 that he recovers. Yeah, he's the most feared. He's the most feared because of his addiction. Yeah, he's feared, all right. I fear him because I don't want to catch that age. No one wants to slap him up. No one wants to touch him because they don't want those fluids on him. Yeah, he's the most feared HIV monkey junkie out there. Hey, Richard, if I ever meet you, I make sure I have a full hazmat suit on, Richard. I guarantee. I gotta pray for that junkie, man. You really do. Someone say farewell to Crackhead 127, man. The man just admitted that he's HIV positive, man. Say farewell to Richard. Good morning to you, driver. Good morning to you. I hear you, man. Good morning to you. They call me Enforcer 250 around the lower deck with my barefoot General Stonewall Jackson, and I just got down. Hey, 928, I got it all, man. Hey, 928, you're blowing smoke around the lower deck, man. 928, you know who it is. Enforcer 250, somewhere on the lower deck. And I just got down. You take them all out, 928. You take all those junkie monkeys out. Shut up, jerk off. No one's talking to you.
Oh, shit. Let's see if he calls you a jerk off at the key now, Mike. Yeah, he won't be there. You're too much of a pussy.
Oh, Mike, why don't you blow me, Mike? A4. Hey, Mike, you gonna blow Richie now, knowing that he has AIDS, or you gonna stay away now? There's another clown that's on his dick. $928 takes all these junkies out. I hope he does, Richie. I hope he does. I'll suck your dick, Richie. The fuck another loser.
Oh, shit. I like when my system is cold.
And the sad part about it, I do with a stock radio. That's the sad part. You gotta love it. Yeah, I got a stock radio right here. General Stonewall Jackson. 5-pound steel hammer, man. And I'm crushing a junkie monkey out there. 127. His boyfriend 206. And number 4. A bunch of cheerleaders out there. Look, I got Richie jumping up and down. That's what you call an envious junkie monkey. Now he admitted that he has AIDS. Look at that. I'm stepping on that AIDS victim out there, 127. Hey, 4, hold my hand, 4. He's picking on me, 4. Hey, Mike, hey, protect your man. Mike, protect your man. Hey, 4, he's picking on me. Hey, Mike, he's picking on me. I don't have Pedro Herrera to hold my hand. I need someone out here. Hey, Mike, pickup truck, number 4, hold my hand, please. Hey, Mike, Richie has no one to hold his hand. Hold his hand, Mike. What a fag. Always looking for someone, another man to hold his hand. That's what you call a fag. A real loser, man. Hey, Mike, hold my hand, Mike. I don't have 206 to hold. Mike, can I throw you in front of me, Mike? Hey, Mike, Mr. Number 4, pickup truck. Hey, Mike, hold my hand. What a fucking loser. Be a man. Stand on your own too, you fucking homo. Stand on your too, Richard. Fight like a man. Fight your own battle. Stop putting people in front of you. Exactly, there's no fight, because I'm crushing your junkie ass. Exactly.
Would you say it's true? Why would you not?
Exactly, because I'm crushing your junkie monkey ass. That's why there's no fight, because you got crushed. And now you came clean, telling everyone that you're a junkie dying of AIDS. We all know it now. I mean, we all suspected it. If you're having unprotected sex all those years with black men, and you've been shooting up, you had that fucking syringe on your arm like a plunger all those years, and you even admitted you were the hardest smoker. Richie, it's no surprise that you're HIV positive, Richie. It's not a surprise, but don't hate on me. Don't hate on US1. Don't hate on people that are praying for you. Richard, come clean again and just say, yeah, you did what you did. Now you got to pay the price. Take responsibility for your action. That's the problem with junkies like you, Richard. You want to blame someone else. You want to blame someone else. The fact that you're a 50-year-old man, a 50-year-old loser, has nothing to show for himself other than the fact that he admitted that he has AIDS. Richie, I don't wish it on anyone, even you. I don't wish it, because I like roasting you every day, Richard. I like the fact that you follow me like an obsessed homosexual, like a little bitch. It's all good, man, because you're fun, man. You're fun to play with. But Richie, I don't wish you or anyone out here to contract that deadly disease, Richard. But you should have buckled up for safety, Richard. You little monkey, man. Shame on you. Look at you now, Richard. Look at you now. I gotta go. They call me Enforcer 250 over on the lower deck. I gotta get out of here. With my General Stonewall Jackson, barefoot, 5 watts, and I just got down.
Check this out, Enforcer.
You notice there's no buzzing in my background? No buzzing, no heterodyne. You notice that, US1? That's because it is signal superior, man. And you know, I do it with a stock barefoot radio, man. You got clowns out there in the diesel trucks with 4, 5, 6 pills. You got a crackhead 127 AIDS victim with an Ameritron AL80B, good for 1,000 watts. And I take these junkies clean out, man. I take these losers clean out. It's not a key down. It's not a key down. You got clowns out there saying, oh, come to the key down. It's not about key down. I don't have an amplifier. I'm not bragging. It's called superior equipment. I do it with a barefoot radio. That's why I emphasize that point. Barefoot. Stock. And they get so jealous. They're like, damn it, boy. How does Enforcer do it? Just go on my video. Look at the power supply modification I did on this beautiful General Stonewall Jackson, and you'll figure out why the Enforcer does what he does and how he does it. Lord have mercy. Shame on a mess.
Yes, sir. You've been in that much. This Ameritron ain't doing shit. You only got a stock mic radio. Oh my God, a stock radio. Jesus Christ. We should take that, one percent should take that, Ameritron and get thrown in the garbage. Morning, US1, you're not your black sheep around the garage, that's what they call me. Black sheep around the garden state of New Jersey, Java. And I just got all the way down.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end this video at about 40 minutes, man. But it's fun, though. Hey, US1, it's fun. See, I always emphasize the radio that I'm using because it's a stock radio. No amplifier connected to this antenna. Just a radio, barefoot, right to the antenna, man. No trickery, no sleight of hands. I don't have to use an amplifier to crush these junkies out here. Or losers. You know what I mean, US1? It's just me and my barefoot General Stonewall Jackson, man. You gotta love it.
Take me over here. I only got my radio, a 10 plus 2, Master 99 on a 10-foot pole. Ain't running no power. I'm just using with the radio got. That's what they call.
It's funny where Richie thinks he could crush you. US1. Richie's barely hit me with a 9. You're, you're doing what you're doing. You're in the red, man. Hey, Richie, you couldn't take out US1 with double the power you got, Richard. You know why, Richard? Because you don't know what you're doing. You got a high SWR. You have no idea what you're doing with that amplifier. I'm surprised you didn't blow it already by now. Richie, you better get that AL82B, dog, with 2 Z500s, man. You better do something, Richie, because you're just not cutting the slice. You're not slicing the cheese right now, Richie. Richie, you're just not doing it, junkie boy. Me and US1 talk over you, and the man's in another state. The man's in another state. How sad is that? Me and US1 have conversations over any of these junkie monkeys out here, these envious truckies or whatever you want to call them, these envious drivers, man. 2 men in different states talking back and forth, and you got a junkie monkey over there in Brooklyn by the name of Crackhead 127, Richard, getting crushed like a tomato. And I just got down. Hey, 928, you sounding good. 928, you're crushing it, man. You're crushing that junkie monkey.
You know what the saying is funny? He keeps saying that he's the king of New York. And I can barely make out what he's saying. I'm the king.
I would be ashamed if Richie seen what he does in Jersey. He barely does anything in Manhattan, man. And in Jersey, he does a 4-pounder, and he's running a KW from Brooklyn. That's sad, man. He should be doing 30 dBs in everyone's meter within 5-10 miles.
The one thing I didn't have in mind is, yeah, and then check this out. I got a cheap antenna, it's an Astro 99. How cheap is that? Well, the difference is that I use an analyzer for all my stuff. Hey, good morning, David.
Hey, US1, don't say anything, man. Don't say it's cheap, because I'm using the same cheap antenna, man. Hey, US1, I'm using the same cheap A99, man. Don't feel bad, dog. I'm using the same cheap antenna, man. I'm not using no metal antenna, nothing spectacular. Just an A99, cheap one. That's all I need, man. That A99 does the job. Apparently, I'm taking that junky monkey out with its 1,000 watts and me and my stock radio. So I guess my cheap antenna is doing the job too. Hey, US1, don't put it down, man. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. Remember that, US1. See, cats like us that go back for a minute, we were on the radio for years. We know how to use the little power that we have. And it's not a whole lot of power. I crushed that junkie 127, DX, local. He might be heard, he might hear stations over me in his neighborhood within 10 blocks. But once you leave his neighborhood, that junkie monkey's, he's just a history. He's just history. Hey, US1, man. Don't put down that A99, dog, because that's exactly what I'm using. And I take that junkie monkey out 5, 10, 15, 20 miles. When I key this mold down, this 5-pound steel hammer, no one hears that crackhead. Lord have mercy.
Well, I'm telling you, the antenna's doing good. Look at this, look at this. I guess my cheap antenna's doing the job too. Hey, US1, don't put it down, man. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. Remember that, US1. See, guys like us that go back for a minute, we're on the radio for years. We know how to use the little power that we have. And it's not a whole lot of power. I crushed that junkie 127, DX, local. He might be heard, he might...
Hey, the gates don't lie, man. The voice recordings don't lie, Richard. You see, no one in my background. Why is that, Richard? And he's in another state. He's a good 10 air miles away, Richard. Shame on you.
To me, when I'm not keying up with anybody, you're on back quiet.
You're not keying up because I silence your junky ass. All right? I put the silent hammer on your monkey ass. Yeah. I put the silent hammer on that junky monkey. Doesn't matter when you key up, don't key up. I cross you to Jersey, Richard. Shame on you. Well, you don't hear me in DX Lane because I'm not out there when you're out there doing DX. Oh, that explains it, Cracky. That explains it, that little ball washing junkie boy in the mobile. You're another one. You support this junkie crackhead, so you must have something in common with that junkie monkey. I guess you must buy his drugs or support him, or you might be swapping spit with him. You might be one of his boyfriends that gave him that disease. I don't know, man. Well, it's funny how you defend him. It's funny how you jump in front of that junkie monkey. Shame on it.
Yo, guys, I shall be back with Cliff. You know what it is? You force us. They don't hear you because I'm going to say a word that Ricky doesn't quite understand. See, the word is work. That's why you're not around, and that's why I'm not around, because we work. He's all day inside his apartment on the radio doing theory. But he doesn't receive a check at all. So that's the main thing right there. But he doesn't understand that. At least I heard non-dumb out there.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm off today, man. That's the only reason they hear me keen at this time. I'm off. All right, I'm entitled to take a day off whenever I like to. That's what's called accumulating vacation days. All right. I accumulate plenty of vacation days, so if I decide to take off, that's why you hear me out here. You don't hear me out here day, morning, noon, and night like Richie, because Richie don't have a job. And I'm not putting down people who are jobless. I'm just making a point. Yeah, of course you're not going to hear me out there all the time shooting skip, because I'm working. Of course. That's a good point you made, US1. Exactly.
I got times I can be on the and months, and you won't hear me at all because I'm after the cash, not after the radio.
Exactly.
Good morning, who's that?
They're doing the same argument. So, it's all in the thing.
Ah, Piston, how you doing? Top of the morning. You doing good?
Sometimes I'll come out and say it's pathetic, but it is entertaining. I know that every morning, 19, you guys out here running the same argument.
Here's another one crying all the time. Here's another crybaby, always complaining. All you gotta do is turn off your radio, driver. Hey, you don't want to hear it? Turn off your radio. Stop crying.
Oh, okay. Down for. All right, cool. All right, listen, I'm going to be on the side there, Mr. Piston. I'll be on the side there. I will blast one on the new one, right? I keep around the side.
It's like television, you know what time the news is going to come on. You know that every morning, 19 is on fire with the same stuff. Thank God for losers that maintain an argument.
Well, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have any losers out here. See, that's a junkie right there. That's all he does. That's a cracked up AIDS victim right there. Richie127 just admitted he has HIV, man. Pray for that monkey junkie. Your radio's working, driver.
Radio in, baby. Audio drive, cool stroke. Me and his 29 and a half back on.
Hey, Newark, New Jersey, you sounding good around Lower Deck, man. Hey, downtown Newark, New Jersey, about around the subway, around the rail tracks, you sounding good around Lower Manhattan. Shame on it. It's a shame that man got to run a 200-watt radio into a 1,000-watt amplifier, and he's still not heard in Jersey when I keyed his 5-watt radio down. Shame on the mess. A 200-watt radio into a 1,000-watt amp, and I still crushed that junkie monkey. Shame on the mess. That's what you gotta love. You gotta love it how I do with a Barefoot radio, man. You gotta love it.
1.0 gigabytes. Audio.
You gotta love it. It's all in the video. I'm gonna end this video at about 50 minutes. I'm gonna end this video about 50 minutes. I'm gonna put it up on YouTube this morning. Oh yeah, I don't know the title yet, but it's gonna be good. Just check out my video on a Force of Space 250 and check out my latest video. You're gonna love it.